Hello, and in this video I will be showing you how to implement the drone controller into your own scene. So let's go ahead and do that. First of all, you have a created prefab of your main camera, so let's just go ahead and drag and drop it here. We want to position it at the current camera position, so we're going to do that by copying the transform component and pasting it into our main camera prefab, and we can go ahead and delete the camera game object that was preset. So by just dragging and dropping our drone into the scene, we'll have to position it, of course. Actually, just paste the components as well here. And one of the problems you will probably deal with is the not matching the scaling modeling size. So if we hit play, we will see it's working, but the model size, it's not adequate to the scene size. It will probably oversize or undersize for you, or perfect. But if you have this problem, I will show you how to deal with it now. But this is the way how to implement the drone controller into your scene, and as you can see, it works in less than a minute. So let's hit pause here, and let's go ahead and scale our drone. I'm gonna ballpark it to 0.2.2, which I think is going to be more than good for our case. And if I hit play, I'm sure the size will be correct, and it will, but the drone values are not configured correctly, and that is my concern right now. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that in 2 minutes. It's that easy, yeah. So first of all, we have to change the max speeds, forces for the hovering and downwarding movement, side movement, and forward movement, and the rotation amount multiplier. So first of all, I'm gonna clamp the max size by 2 in all these properties, max forward speed and max sideways speed, and I'm gonna change the force up hover speed to something like 125 and minus 50. Let's give it a go and see how it works. Okay, it's a little bit, it's not balanced, so let's actually put 150 here and minus 25 here. Next thing, let's change the front side movement force and the forward movement force to something like, I'll go with 150 and 225. And changing the rotation amount multiplier is how fast our drone rotates when we press keys. Okay, going up, down is very nice. Actually, I would upgrade the force up hover speed, but let's see the movement. And I would slow it down still just a little bit. So we said force up, let's put it to 200, and the side forward movement I put it to 100, and side movement to 75. Let's see how that one feels. Yep, this is much better. Yeah, this is what we wanted to achieve, and took us less than a few minutes, huh? With me explaining. Okay, so let's say you want to add more drones into the scene and you want to have a pick menu between them. Maybe you made one of your own, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste our existing drone. And as you can see, if we hit play, we're going to get the error that if you open the script, it's basically saying the error, you have more than one drone in your scene and there is no canvas, so I can't pick my drone, and I'm going to do that now. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and right click and go to button. This is going to be the left. Let's copy this a few times. Left, right, select, and return. So change the text here in the text canvas component. This one is going to be left. Oh, more than 10. Position, let's go 50, yep. Right, minus 100 then. 20, no. Oh. 20, 50. How much did we have? 50 and minus 100. So now we are creating the canvas for drone selection. I'm pretty sure you all know how to do that, but if you're not, take extra caution when watching me. It's easy to make a slight mistake. Middle 150, select, and the return button will position it upwards by minus 50, and let's just change the text to return. So, excuse me, we have one more step, and it is the assigning the methods on the click. So we have to drag and drop the main camera into this field of object type and reference the method that we want to run when we press the left key. So this is pressed left. Here we go, pressed right. On select, we go to select, of course, and return. We go and return to pick. So if we go ahead and run our scene now, we're getting some errors, and why is that? Oh, we haven't linked the buttons to our canvas in the main camera, so we have to do that, and that is the canvas select buttons, which will be displayed when we are selecting the drone, and one button for the exiting the current selection. So if we hit play now, you can see that we get no errors. If I switch, it's working just fine. So, and it's working just fine, as I mentioned. Oh, we hit our drone here. That's cool. Yep, let's yeah, that's it actually for this part, and let's see how to add the waypoint system here. We have multiple drones and the waypoint timing schedule in the top right corner. So first of all, we're gonna go ahead and open the racing folder in the drones, go prefab, and drag and drop the track manager into the scene. You can actually copy the camera component transformer and paste the values in here, so we have it somewhere at the beginning of our drones. So let's go ahead and click create waypoint. I'm sure you've seen the video on how to do them, so I'm not gonna go in details here, but obviously if our drone was oversized, this is going to be the case as well, so I'm just gonna scale it to the same what I did previously, and let's copy and paste this, and yep. Oh, I'm copying the wrong object. Open the track manager and copy the point, which is this. So if we hit play, it should be working. If I select my drone, and yep, it works just fine. Just the line renderer is too thick, and actually we don't need it, but if you want to keep the line renderer, I will multiply it by 0.8. So wrong value. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say 0.5. The line renderer works as expected, so yeah, that's pretty nice. Maybe if you're importing from the drone package, you will see that the line renderer will start disappearing at the different rate. So what you can do is go into racing folder, materials, and find the line renderer. Here you have a visibility distance. It is basically the distance which will tell when to stop rendering at what distance from the camera. So you can see it's rendering away from the camera. So maybe if you have something like 10 and you don't see the line renderer, you will be, hey, where's my line renderer? It's supposed to be here. I see it in the inspector. It's probably because the material is set to visibility distance to somewhere right here. If it's a scale problem, then it will be that. But for this case, let's go ahead and disable our waypoint line. We don't need it. We now want the timestamp on our UI. So let's go ahead and into the track, actually into the canvas, go right click and create some, actually let's create buttons as well and position them somewhere where you want. Doesn't have to be here. So it's 50 and this will be the top score and this will be the current lap score. So let's drag it down a little bit like so. And now in the track manager, what you want to do is assign the text component, game object that has the text component, to the corresponding variable name. So for the top score we want best lap time UI, and for the current lap score we want the lap time UI. And if I hit play, watch the top right corner. It will update the time accordingly, and if we do this, it will start counting time. Oh, and we didn't beat our lap score and it's not gonna update, so yep, that's that. And that's actually it for this part of the tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and stay tuned for more of these tutorials. I'll see how they kick off, and goodbye.